Hello YouTube, it's Proud on the Run, back again with another KSP video. So here we are, we're about to launch the Aurora, which is the last component for the Innovator before we head off for Duna. And I finally changed the name so it's not like Innovator class engine ship or something like that. So we're going to try and get it, warp it over so it's like right over this point. A little far, hopefully we can get a pretty good intercept coming off our launch maybe, and then we just need to refuel and we'll be ready to set off. Yeah, this is just, I don't know, I think some people call it onion staging. We just got layers of tanks. That's how all my ships used to be designed, just because I was lazy when I was making them. And so we're going to use this, and I did change one thing, just I put in the stack separator. There's no reason, it's just that it's thinner than, you know, the stack decoupler is like, it would go all the way up to like where the light, like the bottom of the light from the bottom of the stack separator, and so I just wanted the thing to be a bit shorter. Of course, I might have unbalanced the RCS when I did that, so hopefully it won't be a huge problem. And think of that, oh wow, I'm way too fast. Alright, so our resources. Definitely, wow, we're still accelerating. Jeez. Alright, so we'll start making our turn now. And I know it's a bit late because, you know, C7 posted a video on, if you don't know, he's one of the developers for Kerbal Space Program, on like, just take a screenshot, I like this, but on, I think it was like June 25th, but I just haven't been on the forums in a while, so I missed it, of, how the new SAS system is going to work in 0.21, and that looks awesome. It's going to fix a lot of the problems people have with the system. It'll make space stations less wobbly. It won't do this because it's going to account for inertia and stuff like that. It's going to be great. Got up to maximum now, so that would be really cool when it comes out. Okay, that's good to know. So I'm really looking forward to 0.21 now, and I haven't really kept up to date on what else is supposed to be in the update, although I assume resources are not going to be a part of it, otherwise I won't be talking about it. I remember them saying they wanted to focus on the campaign more, not just get away with adding other features. So yeah, but don't take what I'm saying as fact other than the stuff about C7, because I really haven't been keeping up with it enough. In the meantime though, we need to get this launched because it is going to break safe file compatibility. Of course, I don't want to do all this work making this. Oh wait, my ABAPS is probably way up there. Yeah. Let's try something. Is that actually? No, it's not helping us. Huh. I'm gonna start burning down now then. So we just need to roll it over. And sure, we'll just burn like opposite of our target. No, it's not even decreasing it still. Okay, let's try burning straight down or close to it, because we have plenty of delta V on here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Bad ship. It is not what I wanted at all. Okay, so now we'll just have to burn down for a little bit. Let's see if we can, yep. There we go. Burn down for a little while. We can get our ABAPS down to like 120. Oh, actually we're getting a really nice intersect up there. Cool. So I must have missed that. I wasn't watching the map mode. You know what to say, all's well that ends well, right? Oh. Okay, RCS is going to take too long. I don't know if it's worth my effort to spin around. I'll try it though, because this thing shouldn't have too much inertia. Yep. So let's try this. Alright, whatever, let's just leave it like that. Save again, and we'll warp in closer. Okay, so our thrust vector that we're going to need to burn in to get rid of our relative velocity is right here. Yeah, so it's roughly along 90. We're going to need to start working on some of that early. And it is bringing us into a closer intersect already that's also farther away, so there's no reason not to, really. I'm going to keep quick saving through this process in case I mess something up. Try and get this down to slightly more manageable levels. And in the meantime, we'll be in the process of actually creating an orbit for ourselves. And we'll get in a bit closer. And from here, I don't know. Alright, I'll do the rest of it from the map mode. Oh boy. So we're gonna need to kill this velocity before they fly past us, preferably. How do I get my lights on? There we go. And we've still got plenty of fuel in this tank, right? Yeah. Of course, RCS is not balanced to deal with that. Let's try 4 again, probably. Whatever. Alright, so I'm going to ditch that tank now, and oops. Alright, turn this is off, caps lock on, and we will start moving ourselves into position. Burn that way, and let's see. Perfect. Alright, so we'll save again. Let's get it into chase cam. So we'll be lined up for our RCS thrusters. And looks like we'll have to do some adjusting here. Alright, so what's our closest approach now? Alright, well we're definitely gonna get closer to that. We're not just gonna stay really far away from this whole time. Or are we? Maybe the game is a lot smarter than I am. Wouldn't be surprised. I think it's accounting for us drifting apart a lot more than I am. A Coriolis effect, considering how far out I am. I'm gonna need to get in closer if I want to speed this up. So let's try that. And now we have a 0.1 kilometer intersect coming up soon. What we really need to do now is spin around and make sure we don't hit this thing. Alright, so there we are, coming into position. I'm trying to stop talking. If you understand what I just said. Bravo. So make sure we keep our thrust roughly in line. Alright. And we're just going to prepare to slow down when we get nearby. Ooh. Yeah, I like this craft. It's a nice, helpful little, like, tug thing. Meanwhile, we're coming in fairly quickly. So after I dock this, I'll fly up a fuel tanker and just cut it in once we're almost done docking that. And once everything is refueled, we'll be ready to take off for Duna. Either maybe we'll start this episode, or maybe we'll just like get everything lined up and then start next episode. Probably do that. Okay, and then of course we'll have to do probably the transit episode. We'll try and achieve stable orbit, and then after that we'll do a landing episode, and that'll be the end of this little like mini focus arc. I don't know, it's kind of like a story arc in a comic book in a way. It's a little like focus for a short period of time, but yeah, I guess I would describe it as almost a mini series within a series. I'm not sure, but we'll be done once we send our landers down. I don't know if we're gonna bring them back up or not, because once 20.21 comes out, I'd like to just, you know, move on to that as soon as I can. And the great thing, that's another thing with the way the SAS is gonna work, your space stations won't wobble around because it'll actually account for like your inertia and stuff, and it'll only apply the force it needs instead of overturning and having to keep redoing everything. Now it looks like that thing's just drifting around, so I'm gonna kill our velocity right now and switch to it. What? Oh, no, not you. Okay, guess it's not drifting around, it's just wobbling a lot. Whatever. Let's see, what's the electric charge like? Pretty good. Alright, so now we're going to go for that docking port at the back. There we go. And I think we'll be doing the rest of this on RCS power. Okay, where is the station? There we go. Alright, so we'll just burn towards the station for a moment, and then we'll start RCSing our way in. Actually, you know, I'm going to make a cut for a moment, just because it'll take me a little while just to maneuver everything in and get in position. So I'll be back in a moment. Alright guys, we're back, and as you can see, the sun has just dawned. I'm liking this shot. This will probably be your thumbnail right here. And so it looks like theoretically we'll be drifting right into place. Things are starting, or just about so, to adjust it a bit. But this thing is wiggling about quite a bit, which, like I said, theoretically should be fixed in the future. And it's going to be pretty well lit up by all the lights on the ship's dock to it. Ooh, okay, that's not exactly working. This thing's wiggling around so much, it's going to be hard to dock to. Okay, I don't want to hit one of those nuclear engines. Let's go this way some now. And it should be attached in a moment. Alright, there we go. The ship is pretty much assembled. Looks pretty good. I'm going to, yeah, the center mass is right up there. Extend the solar panels here, because that way when we press 2, that's the key for all the solar panels. So all the solar panels on the ships will retract, and the main ones up here will come out when we're ready for that. So that ought to be nice. So yeah, I'm liking the look of this thing a lot. I think it's got a nice cool profile and everything. And top, of course, is here. So it's theoretically the top is the ladder from the command pods there. In total, I guess we're going to have a complement of 10 Kerbals with 12 storage pods. So that's nice. And yeah, now we just need to get a refueler up here, and I'm trying to think. Maybe we'll just try and dock it like right here. Yeah, that's probably best. Dock it on the fuel tank. I'm just looking at the delta V. I'm going to need to calculate that once we dock the fuel tanker. So I'm going to get onto that. We'll I'll be back when we launch. Alright, we're back here with our old friend, the Dauntless class fuel tanker, which I believe was the star of, I think, episode 13 or something, titled Refueling. So we're gonna launch this up to the Innovator, and once we're done with that, we will be ready to head for Duna. Actually, we're gonna have to calculate delta V first to see if we need to attach some drop tanks to it or not. So we'll just bring this around. Alright. So now we just need to get ready to launch. Great, nighttime launch. Let's try putting the throttle there. There we go. So I'll be back once we are circulating our orbit. Alright guys, I'm back. Well, it turns out, I don't know if there were some aerodynamic changes or what happened, but when I tried to launch a new Dauntless, it failed miserably, and I don't think I would have had delta V to get to orbit because it was careening all over the place and really hard to control. So I give up on that. Thankfully, we have one already in orbit, and it's completely topped off sitting here at the Rack-Jeep docking station. So we're just going to detach it here. Let's see. Control from here, and then we're going to undock and yeah, now we're flying. Yes. Okay, so let's back away. And now we need to set the Innovator as a target. Let's try this. We bring our parry-ups down. I want to see if we can get an encounter just coming down. That's the target, so we're going to be way ahead. So we want to be in a higher orbit. So we'll bring it up to like 145 maybe. Let's try that. Oops. Alright, so now we need to turn and complete that burn. And yeah, we got the nuclear engines active, not the LV-45s. And we'll see how this goes. This appears to be, can't tell if this is the older or newer model because I can't remember what the differences were. Let's slow down now, and we will make, oh, we're passing it already. I was about to say we'll make that burn just on time. I thought it was 8 seconds to the node. So we'll leave the Rack-Jeep behind and complete our burn. So we can save now. We're going to need to turn around so that when we get over there, we'll be one orbit away, we'll be facing backwards again, or retrograde, and I will see you there. Alright guys, we're back here at our parry-ups, so we're just going to circulate the orbit now, and then we'll just have to wait for the Innovator to catch up with us a bit. Alrighty then. So I will be back when we get closer. Alright guys, I'm back. Now closer is a somewhat relative thing because as you can see we're about to come in for our docking now. I'm gonna slow down a little bit and try and get us back on track. It doesn't appear to be really doing much so far. Let's go, come on. I don't want to slow down too much. Actually no, it's getting our intersect much closer together. Keep slowing down. Oh boy. Yep, 0 kilometers. Alright, we're going to save this again and warp in a bit. Alright, that's close enough. Alright, so now is a bit of a time for expediency, if I don't say so myself. Considering that we are rushing towards our newly created space station. Actually, currently we're rushing past it. Although we'd like to be rushing towards it. Looks like we're lined up almost perfectly too, that's great. Oh boy, we need to slow down. Like now. Now would be a good time to slow down. I really wish I knew the hotkey to turn on the LV-45s. That would be helpful. Okay, so let's bring down our speed a bit. Now that I feel a bit safer, we'll coast in a little bit farther. And then we're gonna have to hit the brakes. Uh-oh. Okay, this is getting a bit hairy. Yeah, make that pretty hairy. Okay. Now, I'm gonna turn us around right now with the help of our CS. Because it feels like we're closing a lot faster than 0.1 meters a second. I guess I really have plenty of time. Should be taking me hundreds of seconds, which will translate into many minutes to get over there. But right now we're going to get facing towards our target, which is this docking port. Come on. Oh, I got my mouse right on it. Come on. You kidding me? Okay, whatever. Apparently the game doesn't want to let me lock onto docking ports anymore. And my frame rate is terrible. It's down to 5 frames a second. I mean, I should probably just like turn down my graphics from the highest settings that I can think of, because I'm so convinced that I have like the greatest PC of all time. That would probably be helpful, but I don't know, I don't really want to. So, let's see. I need to figure out where the heck my velocity vector is. Looks like it's way down there. So I need to bring it up. There we go. Up and over. As you can see, we are kind of drifting down right now. Now it needs to come way over too. Let's set that as a target. Meanwhile, we're going to go over here and try and turn so that we're facing Dauntless more, just to make it that much easier for me to dock. So I want to face this way. Okay, let's slow down there. Wow. This thing is shaking all over the place. Alright, back over here. Set that as our target. It's not really facing us that much. Alright, that's not really good. But that's the Coriolis effect for you. Now we're going to burn forwards a bit. And then try and get angled in. And come on, you can do this. There we go. And I will be alright guys, we're back. It took me a while because I've just been drifting at this really slow rate. I'm going to try and actually get in there. Wow, that was fast acceleration. This thing, I mean, the prograde marker is just bouncing around so much, I really have no idea where I'm going, but I just assume it kind of bounces around evenly above and below where I'm pointing, that then I'm probably heading in that direction. So we're about to come in here. Looks like we're a little off angle at this point from how long it took me to drift in, but I think it'll end up being fine. And I'm just going to try and come in here so we can refuel everything. That'll be the end of this episode. Let's go. Come on. Just slide over a bit. Now my one question is, if point 21 comes out before I'm done with this, would you guys rather have me finish this mission and then upgrade, or what? I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments. Oh wait, let's slow down. And get up a bit. Alright. Now I think I'll turn off SAS so that it can bend my ship up a bit. There we go. That was surprisingly fast. Alright, so now we just gotta refill everything. That's gonna be these guys' tanks, and then we'll have to do what's it called? Oh, the RCS. That's gonna be a pain. You know, I think I'm just gonna leave that, do it myself. So we'll end it here. I want to thank you all for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and have a nice day. Bye, guys.